Alright, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, whatever time you're tuning into this video, just make sure that it is good. My name is Game Boy Rob, and today is, well, I was gonna say it's day 1 of the Bandle expansion, but that would be a bit of a lie. It is actually day 2 of the Bandle expansion. Bandle City is finally here. We finally get to test out all the new Yordle cards with like 7 or 8 new champions to try out. It's very exciting. I meant to upload this video yesterday, you know, when it was day 1, but stuff got in the way and I didn't manage to finish it before yesterday. So we're going to upload it today. And we're going to talk a little bit about the first deck that I built, the first deck that I had any sort of success with during this expansion, which was this deck right here, Veigar Senna, what I have lovingly dubbed Vei Garbage. Is a lot better than I thought it was actually going to be. I named it Vei Garbage because I figured it was going to be kind of garbage. I figured this deck was going to be kind of bad. And it actually surprised me. It does decently well. It has a coherent game plan and it can do what it wants to do at a decent rate. Much more so than I thought. So I'm going to go over this and I'll show you guys some games that I had yesterday on stream. But yeah, so this is a deck that is essentially built all around the darkness mechanic. For those of you who don't know, Senna and Veigar each have this nice little effect. They say, when I'm summoned, create a darkness in hand if you don't have one. And darkness by itself is a pretty bad card. It's a 3 mana slow speed Mystic Shot, right? It's just 3 mana slow, deal 2, which is meh, right? At best, that's pretty meh. However, Veigar has another effect. He says, round start, grant your darkness everywhere 1 extra damage, right? So the longer Veigar's on the board, the more damage these darknesses will be dealing. Even if he only survives 1 round, this goes from 3 mana slow, deal 2 to 3 mana slow, deal 3, which is a much better card, right? Much better card already. And then there's other cards in the deck that also synergize with those darknesses. We've got Twisted Catalyzer, who does something similar, except on strike effect, whenever he strikes, your darknesses get +1 extra damage. And then we've got Stilted Robe Maker, which when she's summoned, they're summoned, reduce the darkness everywhere by 1, right? And if you can play 1 or 2 of these, getting 2 mana darknesses, 1 mana darknesses that deal like 4 or 5 starts to get a little out of hand, right? Then darkness suddenly becomes like a force that your opponent can't keep up with anymore. So that's the basic idea behind the deck. This is the list that I eventually landed on and that I'm on right now. I don't think this list is done yet. I don't think we're finished refining it. Neither myself nor like the community at large. But this is what I have so far. I am running 3 Go Hards. Go Hard because it has like really good synergy with Senna. Senna, for those of you who don't know, has this neat little effect where damage and kill spells accelerate to fast, which means if you've played 2 Go Hards and you have 2 more Go Hards in your hand, if you play both Go Hards at fast speed, the first one, you know, hits and, you know, is a Go Hard, but it turns the second one into a Pack Your Bags, but you only paid the 1 mana for it instead of like 5 mana that Pack Your Bags would normally cost. And that's really powerful. Go Hard has the other deck building restriction where you have to have a metric ton of card draw in order to make it worth it. And we actually surprisingly do. Between Glimpse Beyond, Hidden Pathways, which is the new Bandle City draw card, and Pokey Stick, we actually do have a surprising amount of card draw in this deck. Like a really decent amount of card draw in this deck, a surprising amount. And it actually does make Go Hard worth it. Speaking of the Go Hard train, it is worth considering. I was running for a while 1 Catalog of Regrets, and I might try to find a way to squeeze 1 catalog back into this deck somewhere. Like maybe I'll go down 1 Solari Sentinel and up 1 Catalog of Regrets, because it really makes the Go Hard plan better as well. But it is a 4 mana landmark that doesn't do anything by itself, right? So it was a little slow, but it's certainly worth considering. I was running this at one point. But yeah, obviously we've got I think we've got basically Control F on Darkness. We've got almost every single card that makes Darkness in this deck, except for Des and Ada, right? We've got all the Veigars, all the Sennas, Dark Bulb, Catalyzer, Solari Sentinel, Stilted Roadmaker, and Ixtali Sentinel. The only card that makes a Darkness that we aren't running is Desinata. Because Desinata, I had one Desinata in this deck when I started building the deck, and I played them one time, and not only does their Darkness not scale the way I wanted it to, if you've given Darkness like +3 power, if your Darknesses are dealing 5, the Darkness played by Desinata still doesn't deal 5, right? It deals 5 to whatever you target, and then it still deals 2 to everything else. I had hoped that Desinata would say, you know, your next Darkness deals 5 to the whole board, not like just 2 to the whole board, but you know, c'est la vie. It's still not a terrible card. There are worse cards you can run here, but I think Rekindler is probably slightly better. But if you just really like Desinata and you wanted to slot them in here, it's not as bad as a lot of people will say that they are. So that's something I had and took out, and honestly, I could slot it back in and not feel terrible about it. But for now, they're not in. We've got every card that says Darkness. Ixtali Sentinel is actually a really good card. This is a really important card. It's a 6 mana 4/5, which seems pretty bad, but it makes a Darkness and it has lifesteal. And the lifesteal on this card is just, oh, so game saving. Hidden Pathways is a bit of an auto-include in all Bandle City decks. You do have to be able to create enough cards to make this active when you play it. And in this deck, obviously, we're creating lots of Darknesses. That is not hard at all. One Go Hard. Playing one Go Hard turns on Hidden Pathways, so like, that's really easy. We've got 2 copies of Stress Defense. This is a really good card just for protecting beefy-ish champions, like middle to beefy champions. Champions with about 4 health, which, oh, look at that. Both of our champions have 4 health on level 1 and 5 health on level 2, which is kind of the sweet spot for stress defense. This card will help keep your Veigar alive, will help keep your Senna alive, which is really important. Good card in that sense. It also has the added benefit of like, it has the flexibility of like being able to shut down, for instance, Sion, right? Sion is a card that's like in the meta right now. People are playing him a lot. He's got 10 attack and overwhelm. When he attacks you, you have to do something about it, right? You have to stop him somehow. And Stress Defense sets his attack to 1. And that is a good way to deal with him, at least for a minute, right? That's a good way to at least stall him out. Pokey Stick is a card that is just incredible. This card is it's understated. It's not like flashy or anything, but it's very good. 2 mana fast, deal 1, draw a card. That's so flexible. That's exactly what removal wants to be in a deck like this. Is exactly what we're looking for. Great card. 10 out of 10, put 3 of them in your Bandle City decks. This card is really good. And then the last card I want to talk about is probably Otterpuss. Otterpuss is the card that doesn't seem like it really makes sense in this deck. It doesn't really synergize with what we're doing. And that's kind of true. The thing is that Otterpuss is just really good. That's kind of true that it doesn't exactly synergize with our game plan, but it's just a really strong card. Otterpuss, it's essentially a 0 mana card, right? It's a 1 mana 1/1 with a tune, and it just creates a prank. So essentially this is a 0 mana 1/1, and then you can just prank your opponent. Pranks, and I'll have to talk about this in much greater detail in a future video when I, make a prank deck. Pranks are so much better than I thought they were going to be. Pranks are ridiculously strong. It's hard to understand exactly when you read this card, but it says pick 1 of 2 non-champion cards in the enemy's hand or deck and prank it. This almost never hits the deck. The way this card actually works is when you play a prank, you look at 2 cards in your opponent's hand. 2 non-champion cards in your opponent's hand. This only doesn't hit the hand. The only time this looks at cards in your opponent's deck and not cards in their hand is if their hand is full of cards it can't target, right? If your opponent has a hand with, a hand with 2 cards and those 2 cards are both champions, then you're going to look at 2 cards in their deck. If they have cards that are so expensive that if they have a spell that's too expensive to make more expensive, like if you've pranked, let's say that your opponent has a Harrowing and you've already pranked it twice, that would put it to 13 cost, right? And once it's at 13 cost, it can't be played. And so a prank can't target that, right? Since a harrowing is at 13 and the only available pranking effect is +2 cost, it will never hit that harrowing again because it would make it unplayable. Pranks will never make a card unplayable. So like there's certain scenarios where you can manipulate what exactly is being pranked, but essentially this card will always hit the hand. And that's really, really strong. One of the effects, as you may have picked up from what I was talking about earlier, one of the effects of pranking is to make the pranked card cost 2 more mana. And that is the only available prank for landmarks and for spells. So if prank targets a landmark or targets a spell, it will always make it +2 cost. Which is just ridiculous. Which is just so ridiculous for tempo and for stalling your opponent out and stopping your opponent from doing whatever it is that they want to do. This can also deal, like, it can put minus health on units, it can make units unable to block, it can give units, like if your opponent's playing an elusives deck and you hit an elusive, you can give it minus attack, and that's strong. But for the most part, you're gonna try hunting for giving things in your opponent's hand +2 cost. Spending 1 of your own mana to make one of your opponent's cards cost 2 more mana, and also getting a 1/1, right? Essentially what Octopus allows you to do is you spent 1 mana, you got a 1/1, and you made your opponent's unit, and you made some card in your opponent's hand cost 2 more. And that is just extraordinarily powerful. So, so we're running 3 of this card. And yeah, that is the deck right there. I'm going to show you guys some of the games that I had the other day. This was my first day playing this deck, so it was like a work in progress, right? So most of the cards in this deck were, or most of the cards in the deck in the games that you guys are going to watch didn't make the cut. I dropped a lot of cards. I fiddled with some stuff and took out other stuff, but this is the list I settled on eventually. I hope you guys enjoy those games. Let me know what you guys are thinking of the Bandle City expansion. What decks are you guys playing the most with? What are you enjoying the most? What do you want me to build next? Let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next. Noxus? Whoa, Caitlyn, Teemo, Noxus? Oh, good thing I have this Withering Mist.
Well, I did say I wanted to see the world. Prepared for anything.
Wait. What's the flavor text on this card? The first rule of experimentation. Poke it and see what happens. Ideal. Poke it! Get poked, Teemo! Get poked, Teemo, that's right! Yo, I poked him. Hell yeah. By the way, Pokestick is kind of insane, isn't it? I mean, in a situation like that, it certainly is. I just spent 2 mana to kill Teemo and draw a card. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty alright. Generally speaking.
Hot on the trail.
So I've only created 1 card so far.
Have a mushroom. Have 3.
Lovecap Peddler. Oh, so this is like a slow... This is like a slow burn kind of burn deck. Interesting.
Veigar, I wasn't sure you'd make it on such short notice.
Dear Diary. Kill Caitlyn.
Dear Diary. Kill Caitlyn. Fantastic. Dear Diary. Kill Caitlyn. Oh, I love it.
We'll make them pay.
cannot
Look,
rush perfection.
a thing.
Elle, that's not ours.
The darkness consumes.
Okay, so hidden pathways should be turning on when I play this Solari Sentinel, right? I'm gonna play Solari Sentinel and that should activate hidden pathways, I think. Aloof Sag.
Vandal Scout camp recruits.
This place smells like
Mushrooms.
dropped.
Mystic Shot, that's fine.
I've always been a fun guy.
That is fine. Fine, fine, fine. Fine with me.
The hour approaches.
Oh, there's the mini morph. Aloof was kind of overrated, to be honest. I knew it would be. I knew it would be. Wait. Wait, that doesn't count, does it? Oh, wait, this counts? This counts things that don't get put in your hand? Hold on. This spiderling just activated hidden pathways. I did not know that. That is not something I was aware of. That's very interesting. That is highly interesting. Oh my god, that's insane. That means hidden pathways is even easier to activate than we thought it was. Oh god. Look at the UI. Look at the UI on my deck. 27 cards, 7 total traps, 5 puff caps, 2 flash bombs. There's so many things to look at.
Can a spirit fight to the death? Thinking I'll learn soon.
Thinking I'll learn soon.
Witness true power.
Thinking I'll learn soon.
I am here until I am no more.
Deal 5. Ooh. Ooh, deal 5. Alright, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Veigar needs... After this... if I make one more darkness, we're good to go.
You dropped something.
I dropped everything.
That literally this just made my hand better. Aloof Travelers literally just made my hand better than it was before. I think people have highly overrated this card. It's not as good as you think it is. My hand is now better because they played it. You'll love to see. You'll love to see it. I'm still gonna kill you now. Wait, what does Hidden Pathways do when you play it? Just draws 2 cards. Just draws 2 cards. You just draw a couple cards.
Me, miss? Not by a long shot.
From your deck? Yeah. It just draws 2. When you play it, it just draws 2. That's it. That's the whole thing.
We'll make them.
Hey! Hey! Don't you... Hey! That's so rude! Oops.
Practice, as they say, makes perfect.
Whoops. I meant to do that. Bye, Veigar. Bye, buddy.
Give me your palace, creatures of doom.
No if I patrol to close in on this location?
We'll prepare him a nice welcome.
I seem to be winning. I seem to be winning this game here.
Gaze into the light.
Smooth brain fool!
Smooth brain fool. So I think it's better to kill this and prevent Caitlyn from striking if I can. This is a lot of card draw I'm doing, which is not ideal. But I think that's the correct move. I think that's the correct move. This is a lot of card draw I'm doing, but there's only 3 puff caps in my deck, so like, you know, that's fine.
Find her.
See you never.
Unseemly.
How much did the darknesses cost? I've played one Robe Maker, right? So my darkness costs 2. So if I play Senna and then I play Veigar, I can play a fast speed darkness that will kill Caitlyn and level up Veigar?
There's a lot of darkness out there. Let's make some of our own.
Pretty good. Interesting.
Concentrated forgiveness.
Downright.
We made it. Yay.
But our stuff didn't.
We made it. Yay.
Ready to fire.
I actually really like these guys. These guys are actually hilarious.
Getting dark.
See you never.
See you never. Don't hurt me. Oh, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Alright, I get to try out my Senna Ezreal. Ooh
Darkness
boy.
and the light.
God, I'm so greedy. Why am I being so greedy right now?
Come, it's showtime.
No, this is actually perfect.
I got ways to find him,
I got ways to find me mushrooms. Alright, you guys ready for the Senna level up?
Concentrated forgiveness.
Not that that matters too much.
I'm here till it's done, and it's never done. Darkness and light.
2-turn kill with Veigar? Yeah. Eventually we'll do it. Like, eventually I'll just slap Veigar down. I think that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna slap Veigar, I'm gonna play the darkness. And then next round I'm just gonna play it again. I'm the destroyer of worlds. Oh, and they cost 0! Because of Senna! I mean, game over. Right? Whack! Look at all these fast speeds. Look at all these cheaper spells in my hand right now. Who's tiny now?
On to the next one.
Wait, Pokey Stick hits face. Nice. Does it? Yeah, it says deal 1 to anything, right? Just boop. Man, imagine killing the Nexus. Imagine killing the Nexus by poking it with a stick. Level 3 Renekton is awesome. He's so cool. Uh-oh. Oh no. Uh-oh. Wait a minute. This is a good hand, actually. I mean, Twisted Catalyst is just gonna get hit by Mystic Shot, I bet, but we keep the rest of it.
Well, I did say I wanted to see the world. Can a spirit fight to the death? Thinking I'll learn soon.
Thinking I'll learn soon.
Give me your palace, creatures of doom!
Give me your powers. Is it just me, or does this guy have like a bit of a New Yorkie accent? He's like, give me your powers, creatures of doom. Is that New York? What accent even is that?
Ask. Behold brilliance!
Behold, brilliance.
Yes!
Oh wait, he let that go through. Thermo beam. Thermo beam me, dude. Please. Oh my god, please. Thank you. Thank you so much. You're a real pal.
My mind!
My mind!
I don't miss. Can't stop me.
More of a Philly accent? Is that what it is? Sundisk is so rewarding. I really hope I can win when the meta settles. Seems like it would do better as a deck with a normal speed win condition.
Tomorrow, but in triplicate.
Winning on round 13 is fake news and we all know it. Which deck are you talking about? Mine? This one?
Rabadon! Rabahoo!
Rubber who? Okay, so Darkness is all cost 2 and deal 3, right? So Darkness kills Ezreal right now.
Let me introduce you to science.
Let me introduce you to science.
You're between me and glory.
Oh, is that right? Oh. Interesting. Time trick. It is really annoying. Yeah, my deck on round 13. Yeah, did I win last game on round 13? Whatever. We were against a Puffcap deck. They slow stuff down, right? And now I was the one slowing stuff down. I don't know. Maybe this is more of a control deck than we thought. Maybe this is less of a mid-range deck and more of a control deck.
There is light yet within me.
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. Would you quit doing that? Would you lay off? Hmm?
One.
Ooh, Senna versus Senna.
Spotlight on me!
So my opponent's in a, yeah,
Out of reach.
has a bit of a conundrum. Wait, I missed lethal. Wait. If we go Ishali Sentinel into darkness, into double pokey stick, we actually had potential lethal on the Nexus, but our opponent's in Shadow Isles, and Shadow Isles has a lot of life gain, so we shouldn't assume that. Pokey stick is so versatile. Pokey stick is a pretty good card. It's a pretty good card. Pretty good card. Power creep on Parlay? No. No. That's Puff Cap. That's Poison Tart. Poison Dart is a power creep on Parlay. This is much more comparable to Vile Feast, but like different. I have no idea. I have no idea how greedy I'm supposed to be here. I want to play the Darkness just so that I can play Senna, just so that I can play more Darkness.
Out there. Let's make some of our own.
Let's make some of our own.
One goes down, thousands to go.
Go hard. Sure, sure.
Ready to fire. Oh, my dear.
Oh, my dear.
What are you wearing?
Get out of here, Senna. Get out of here, Senna. Fuck, the Bandletree UI sucks. Uh-oh. Piercing Darkness. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. Better just take more cards. I'm about to draw 3 cards here. You don't get any... My opponent doesn't get any lifesteal. They don't get to drain. Both our Sennas die. I'm gonna come out with a 3/3 and we're gonna be on even mana, and I'm gonna have way more cards in my hand.
That's it.
Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Big head, big brain.
Huh. Oh, you know that's... Dude, no, buddy, that's fleeting. Friend, pal, those are fleeting, dude. You can't... That's all you have no mana. Friend, pal, no!
Nothing's more exciting than an unsolved mystery.
Well, we know he's got a gotcha. All right, we know our opponent has a gotcha in the top cards of their deck. Also, did you guys notice when that thing discarded, it like shot way down this way? In the past, whenever things get discarded, they just sort of fade off towards the hand. That discarded card just went like shoop, went in a weird direction. Fleeting Deer. He needs a unit. Yeah, he probably just needed the unit. Unit Darkness in hand, you don't have one. You play next Darkness this round, copy it, targeting enemy Nexus. Darkness is right now for me a deal 3, I think.
Bring me your darkness, my Seth comrade.
Looks like they jacked the discard animation. I mean, if they did it to make it, they might have done it to make it more clear, right? They might have done it to make it easier to see what exactly your opponent is discarding at any given time. Which I would appreciate if that is the case.
Work the fabric, minions. Work it.
Work the fabric, minions. Work it. Augment. Huh.
Give me your malice creatures of doom! Chin up and smile!
Got him. I think you won. I think I won as well. Interesting. Hide pond bush. Okay. Alright, we got Fizz Nami this time. Fizz Nami.
Yep.
Hi, Fizz. You're lucky I don't run Go Hard, Fizz. First week for me is dumb shit, and then I pick a high tier deck I like to climb to gold, and then back to dumb shit. That sounds like a perfectly that sounds like a perfectly acceptable plan.
Give me your malice creatures of doom!
Wait a minute. Fizz is actually a big problem for me, isn't it? Give me a Kelp Maidens. Nice. How am I ever gonna deal with this Fizz? I have no elusives, and he punishes me for targeting him. What am I gonna do?
Only I can command darkness! Only I!
I just drew 5 flash bomb traps with no units on board. I bet that felt good.
Ooh, shiny.
Easy. Just wait for them to tap out, I guess, and pray.
Voice to the ocean
Oh.
song.
Good idea. You can't do that, friend. Pond bush, you can't do that. That's not how this works.
Behold brilliance!
Behold brilliance!
Oakumurai.
Let me at
Oh, he's got another one. Fine.
The magic! It calls to me!
The magic! It calls to me! Warning shot? I'm not playing around warning shot.
To safer harbor.
The hour approaches!
That's some nice art. There's some nice art on the Nami cards.
gimme.
Wait, they actually gave Fizz new voice lines. That's interesting. Did they give Teemo new voice lines too? They probably did. The list. Grant an enemy vulnerable. Alright, Veigar, you've been granted vulnerable.
Ebb and flow.
Deal 1 to anything, draw 1. So that actually happens regardless, right? So even if I glimpsed Veigar, Pokestick still like draws a card for our opponent. That's very interesting. It's a pretty good card. Ranked is up at Gamble Up. Ooh, okay, good to know. I do enjoy me some ranked. That'll be a much better test. That'll be a much better test of like how good all these cards are, right? Rubber who?
There's a pair of gills I'm happy to see.
Fizz and Nami, rulers of the sea.
Got the bubbles on the wrong, you got the speech bubbles on the wrong champions there. How is Nami only at 4? What? How can Nami possibly only be at 4 out of 7 right now? My man has been spending his mana. Fun police reporting for duty? Is that you, Power? Are you about to police everybody? Oh yeah, he says, oh yeah. Welcome to the fun police.
Nami, don't go.
Yeah, Fizz got brand new voice lines. That's nice. That's so good.
Looking for a hero for my hero.
Spotlight on me.
Defensive stance.
Party member down.
Alright, do we think our opponent has something for Fizz? Do we think our opponent has a spell for Fizz? He's already played double trinket trade. He's never got it. He could have another pokey stick. That'd be pretty bad for me. I'm gonna respect it. I'm gonna respect it. I don't think we need to do this. Tiny spear. Oh, maybe we should have gone for it. I forgot that one of our opponent's cards was a tiny spear.
Give voice to the ocean's song.
Huh. Guess I'm the big guns now.
I'm ready.
I mean, we obviously do that.
Getting dark.
Nami, you're gonna need a bigger boat. Come in, Devil Agent. We cover Moonstone.
We cover Moonstone! But for every 2 spells you play in a round, grant other allies +1/+1.
Come on, we're on the clock. Spirits ain't gonna free themselves.
So my darknesses still deal 5, right? So if I attack first, I'm not gonna attack with Veigar, so there's no point in playing him first. If I attack first, we get a darkness, we level Veigar, we play the darkness.
Keep your distance.
We should level both Senna and Veigar here. Because I'm probably also gonna glimpse this Spiderling. Probably. Maybe.
Turn it against them.
Wait, we literally win. Wait, this is crazy. No, we don't quite win. We almost win. No, we kind of do with this. No, we're almost at winning. No, we win with Pokey Stick. Pokey Stick literally gives us lethal. Oh. What could he have? What do these two regions have to kill three? To kill Senna at 3? Nothing, right? I think I'm stuck. Yeah, we win. Right? Because Veigar... We would deal 5 with that darkness, then Veigar would make another 6 damage darkness at fast speed, right? That we could play at fast speed, which would take our opponent down to 1, and we've killed him with Pokey Stick. Yo! I don't know what this is looking, but it's looking pretty something. Oh god, Sion. Oh god, Sion with Shadow Isles. Oh boy. Hidden pathways.
The party has a ride.
Oh.
Give me your malice creatures of doom!
Death is transient, as long as the body holds blood.
Risen Rider. That's pretty spooky. That's a mite spooky.
You won't get past me. The wheel of war turns ever onward.
Alright, this should, just for these 2 Vile Feasts, hidden pathways should be turned on. That's so interesting. I did not think that would be how it worked.
Smooth brain fool!
Smooth brain fool! Smooth brain, though.
They've not passed me. Still not done.
There is light yet within me.
The party has arrived.
Hey, Draven. Hi, Draven. So this is a 3 damage darkness, so I could just use this to kill Draven. If our opponent doesn't, open attack. And they choose not to. Get out of here, Draven. Get out of here, Draven.
Draven out. Time for the main event.
Oh, they really drew second Draven, wow. Wow, that actually happened.
Lady. God access need victims. Time for the moneymakers.
I just discarded an axe for that. Okay. He just discarded an axe with an axe. That's fine. That's fine. So we're gonna play. I think the move here is to play Ishtali's Sentinel. We won't have enough mana to play the Darkness,
I will shape death as easily as clay.
but like we don't. Oh, I was gonna say we don't really care about sending a Darkness at our opponent's Nexus right now anyway, so it's not like her extra Darkness will matter. We just want a unit with lifesteal. All we really care about here is having a unit with lifesteal.
Not even death can stop me!
Hey, Sion. How are you doing? I mean, it's a really good thing I have this mini morph. I mean, I guess it's a really good thing I have this cool mini morph card, isn't it? Wow, that's pretty interesting.
Radia's life and death.
Huh. Wow, I'm kind of glad I kept this in my deck all of a sudden. Interesting. Remember how I was like, maybe that card isn't that great? Maybe we're overestimating it. Yeah, I'm really kind of glad I kept it around, actually. Balanced, dude. So perfectly balanced, as all things should be. Yep.
Life is cyclical. Darkness ends. I am here until I am no more.
I mean, we could just end that round if we wanted to. And I think we want to. Oh, crap. That's the opposite of good. Spectral Matron onto Sion. Yeah, I should have probably expected that. Where's my event horizon? Where is my event horizon right now? Am I just dead? Wait, do I just lose now? A little bit. Am I maybe a little bit dead? I appear to be kind of dead. No. Wait. No. Listen.
Big head, big brain!
Gaze into the light.
It'll drink your darkness!
What are you made of?
We'll be okay. We're gonna be okay. No, we're not. Darkness is still slow, so we're not gonna be okay.
The light remains.
Oh, just a little slow. Just a little slow. We're 1 mana short. We're actually 1 mana short of surviving here. Dang, because Darkness deals 4, we could take out Sion. We're actually so close. Got us. Okay, that was interesting. That was a very interesting game. So Spectral Matron on Sion's pretty good. If you can level up Sion, right? If you can level up Sion, Spectral Matron on Sion is really good. And that should level him also, right? Okay, that deck looks pretty interesting. That deck looks pretty decent.